Hi everybody. As some of you know, we believe or strongly suspect that our male arowana alpha is holding babies in his mouth, and he's been holding them for about 5 weeks now, maybe over. And today we're gonna try and catch him and open his mouth and see if we can harvest the babies. His name is Alf, and he's about 3.5 feet long, almost a foot tall, and he's very strong and heavy, so this is gonna be a challenge. We harvested about 2 or 3 batches before from him over the course of 6 years, and some of the batches we missed or didn't have a time or place to harvest, and then we lost our female for a while. For several years we didn't have a female, just males, so we didn't have any babies. This is our first batch, we believe, after this break. Wish us luck. I'm gonna try and catch him without going into the tank. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to go inside. Hasn't let out a single baby yet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe his instinct is to hold them in his mouth even when there is a danger of death. Nothing. We've done it before. Why are you not eating, sweetie? Maybe if you let him out tonight. I don't know. Yesterday night was very close. Look. Well, no babies for us. He didn't have nothing in his mouth. Maybe we missed it. Maybe this is something else. I'm gonna have to think about it, what this might mean. But so far this is a failure. Thank you for watching, guys. We might have just missed him because yesterday night I was watching him and the plan was to harvest yesterday night. Maybe he released them overnight, or maybe he never had them. That's one of those things that you're gonna keep guessing and not know. Well, until next time. I know they're breeding. The other pair was engaged, Beta and Ilana. They were engaged into the courtship, but Ilana is not sexually mature. I think it's only about couple years old. The bigger female, Siaha, is 9 years old. That one. And she was involved in courtship with Alf. Alf is swimming funny. I don't know if he got just overstressed. Yeah, he can't keep at the surface for some reason. He's sinking, that's why he's swimming funny. He hasn't been netted in I'd say 4 years, so he hasn't had that stress in a while. Well, it is what it is. Thank you, guys. I honestly thought we were going to lose Alf. He laid on the bottom for several hours. I mean, he tried swimming around, and it was obvious he couldn't. He was having problems with having enough air in his swimming bladder. So he came up a few times, gulped some air, tried to squeeze it in and distribute it as it should. For a while he was swimming around awkwardly and then laid again. But for the last few hours he's been swimming almost normal. Praise the Lord. I really thought he was gonna die. I mean, it looked like a dead fish. So what happened is I mistook mouth brooding for being old and being maybe even ill, because this is not normal. We have caught a lot of arowana, just like we showed you just now, and placed them back, and I mean they're very hardy fish. It's not a problem for them to be caught, handled, and then put back, and they go back to their business. So what I witnessed is something that I've never experienced before. It's of course a bit humiliating to be telling you guys, hey, our male got babies in his mouth, and there were no babies. He's just an old and frail fish. Which is, I'm surprised, he's not that old. We got him in about 2013, I want to say, when he was tiny, like 3 inches. So he's probably about 8-9 years old, which is not too long for a silver arowana. People say sometimes they live only 10 years for them, others say 15, 20. There are occasional records of them living longer in captivity. But anyhow, sorry that I misled you, and but I'm very happy that Alf is still, maybe has some life in him. He took it real hard, that not that we damaged him. I mean, he hasn't lost a single scale, but just lifting out of the water probably pushed the air out of his swimming bladder, and he really struggled to replace that air gulp some air and push it back into his swimming bladder. But I think he's done it over a few hours, and now he's getting back to his normal self. But he still wasn't eating for the last 5 weeks. So I don't know what's up with that, whether he's ill or he's on his last legs. He definitely was not eating, which led me to believe he had babies in his mouth, as he's done at least 6 or 7 times before. But the last time was about 4 years ago. As I said, 4 years ago we still had our only female, and then we lost it and we only had 4 males. That's the story of this mouth brooding that never happened. Sorry guys.